You're watching Alabama's WVUA News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Matt McCoy. Thanks for being with us tonight. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. We have a lot for you tonight, but first, we have an update to a story we first brought you last night about a plane crash that rocked a neighborhood in Guntersville, Alabama, that's in northeast Alabama. Sadly, the crash has claimed the life of a 4-year-old little girl. According to the Marshall County coroner, Haley Day died today as a result of her injuries in yesterday's crash. Her 7-year-old brother remains in critical but stable condition. The siblings' mother, 32-year-old Tara Whitaker, and 52-year-old pilot Robert Hatton were both killed instantly. The coroner said the plane clipped several trees and power lines while taking off from an airport. Federal transportation officials are investigating the crash. In tonight's Home Team Education Watch, interviews are slated to begin tomorrow to find out the next superintendent for the Tuscaloosa City School System. Board members have selected 6 people to interview. Officials say the candidates were chosen from a pool of more than 200 people. Only one candidate is from Alabama. School officials say the candidates are from diverse backgrounds with varying experience and expertise. They were selected with the assistance of a search firm. Here's a look at the 6 candidates up for consideration by the Tuscaloosa City School Board. Tony Burks, Area Superintendent from San Diego, California. Barry Carrol, Superintendent from Limestone County in Athens, Alabama. Paul McKendrick, Superintendent from the Lynchburg City Schools in Lynchburg, Virginia. Deborah Pickett, Assistant Superintendent of the Marietta School Systems in Marietta, Georgia. John Scanlan, former Deputy Superintendent of Rochester City in Rochester, New York. Dexter Stubbs, Assistant Superintendent of the Indianapolis Public Schools in Indianapolis, Indiana. The board will interview the candidates June 20th through the 22nd. A community forum is set for July 6th and 7th at Central High School. The public is invited to attend the forum and meet the potential superintendent. Tomorrow night, the Northport City Council will get a chance to hear from residents before voting on a development that could be heading to Northport. According to the Northport City Council, the proposed development will be built on 35th Street. The developer is the same one who proposed building the public housing called The Landing on Highway 43. During the last meeting, several residents got up and spoke out against the proposed development. The meeting is set for tomorrow night at 6 o'clock at the Northport City Hall. In national news, firefighters are facing what could be some of the worst wildfire weather conditions across the Southwest today. The National Weather Service has issued a red flag warning for Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Colorado, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Utah. Barbara Hall has the latest on the battle against the flames and the investigation into the cause.
Parts of the Southwest were placed under an extreme fire risk Sunday after the National Weather Service issued a red flag warning. Dozens of active wildfires are burning hundreds of thousands of acres in Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and officials say the weather conditions could cause the flames to spread.
The thing I want to stress with folks is that we are having an extremely dry year all the way across the South, from Arizona to Florida.
After touring the wildfire damage Saturday, Senator John McCain of Arizona suggested there could be other factors.
We are concerned about particularly areas down on the border where there is substantial evidence that some of these fires are caused by people who have crossed our border illegally.
But the former GOP presidential nominee offered no evidence to back up the claim. Regardless of what is to blame, Arizona residents forced to evacuate are ready to return to their homes.
The land is still mine. So nobody can take that away from me.
Barbara Hall, WVUA News.
Back here in Alabama, science teachers from around the country are coming together at the capstone this week to learn how to better teach. The National Science Foundation founded a conference to be held at the University of Alabama for teachers from the National Science Teachers Association. The conference is to determine how to better teach science to undergraduates. 40 universities will be represented at the conference, where they will discuss the research they have conducted over the past 5 years. WVUA met up with some organizers who say the importance of teaching themselves is to better teach others.
What we're striving to do is to follow up on how to reform science courses, improve attitudes and learning of science, even with business majors.
average to good students who might not otherwise consider themselves very good in science to feel successful in it and to realize that they really can be very successful.
The conference will be held at the Bryant Conference Center today through Tuesday. Tickets are now on sale for a storm recovery benefit concert that will happen in Tuscaloosa 1 week from today. It's called Tunes for Tuscaloosa, and it's set for next Sunday, June 26, in the old City Fest lot at the corner of University Boulevard and Greensboro Avenue downtown. A city council member tells us the location is a way to make the concert family friendly. The concert will feature country stars Pam Tillis, Rhett Akins, and Corey Smith, as well as several local acts. Tickets are available now online at frontgatetickets.com. Tickets are $12 online and $15 at the gate.